here's the finale, The Forgotten Hive, Part 5.
Does somebody want to give me a nature or survival check?
I want to walk out of these spores.
Galora will do a nature check.
Yeah, Chedbar will as well.
Oof! 4.
18 for Chedbar for nature.
11.
So Glora and Biggest, you both know that there are spores in the air and that you don't want to breathe them in. Chedbar, you know that if you were to somehow ignite these spores, it would just ignite the entire room and they would burn themselves out, potentially burning the chrysalises as well.
Wow.
So Chedbar kind of like, he's close to being the farthest into the room here. Galora's maybe as far as into the room as he is. He turns around with this big, like, just almost maniacal smile on his face. He's still just fueled by rage, but he has stumbled across a brilliant idea, he thinks. All right, hear me out here. We're gonna light this place up. It's gonna burn, baby. Follow me. And he runs back to the foreground of the spore ground.
Where it's safe.
I'm gonna run away, because I was in the middle of all that.
By run away, do you mean run back with us? Or further in?
No, not further in. Back with you guys.
And then he sort of looks over to Blender. You're a magical person. Surely you got some flames. Throw some flames in there.
Blender will burning hands into the spores.
That's a dex save or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll.
I don't particularly like that, but... Oh, crap, that's why 8. Hope it's not bad.
The spores immediately in front of you do ignite, but then they fizzle out just a little bit in. The just inside the foreground is now singed, but the flames did not carry farther in. It wasn't a big enough spark.
I mean, I think you gotta put more heart into it, buddy. Come on.
This isn't working. Let's just get out of here.
Chedbar sees that Blender sort of tried, but couldn't quite pull it off, and feels bad for him. So he's gonna try and help out. I think you got this. I believe in you, buddy. Here, let me try and beef up your flames. He's going to cast Fairy Fire.
I don't think that's actually fire.
It isn't fire, but each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. I would outline them in green light. Objects in the affected area shed dim light. Any attack roll against any affected creatures or objects has advantage if the attacker can see it.
But his spell wasn't really an attack roll. I just had him roll because it's like I'm not going to have all of these spores do a dex save.
Okay. Well,
So how would throwing oil on the ground and lighting that on fire be different than a 15-foot cone of fire? Just because, like, if we threw the oil and can light it from, like, deeper into, like, concentration of the spores kind of thing, like in the chamber?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any equipment, so...
I used my oil.
You already used your oil.
I got a sword and shield.
Anybody have a lantern?
I would argue that as an explorer of the caves, you would have that kind of stuff. Because you never know when you need to start a fire when you're down in there.
I mean, that's why I prepare burning hands, if I want to start a fire. In my backpack, I don't have any oil. I got lots of paper, though. I could definitely put a stack of paper into the room, and maybe we could light that on fire from further away.
Chedbar reaches into his pack and pulls out his flask of oil to help start fires. All right, Blender, if you've got some paper, I've got some oil. Let's make a firebomb out of this. Come on, I want to see this room burn.
I do think fire's pretty exciting.
Well, then you go into the bloody spores. Did someone say blood? Blood honey? Oh, wait, that was
Are
me.
you going to stand where you are when you do this?
Well, I mean, the smart non-rage blender would be suggest just to make a trail into the spores and then pour the bulk of it out in the center of this chamber, and then I can try to attempt to light the trail on fire to the larger source of, of oil. But Blender's a little rageful right now. He doesn't even want to. Blender doesn't even want to burn another spell right now. He's mad that the first one didn't work.
Chedbar is going to yank the papers out of Blender's hand and run into the room.
Hey, not those ones. Those are my poems. I mean, my mathematical equations.
He's going to run about 15 feet into the room. Don't worry, you can always write more mathematical equations, but you never get a chance to see a blaze like this, buddy. Just trust me. He's kind of like hopping from left foot to right foot, left foot to right foot. He's just bursting at the seams with excitement, pouring oil all over this wad of paper. He's going to throw it down on the ground and then run back with the bottle upside down, leaving a trail behind him.
And you're going to give me a con save.
6.
Your vision starts to become a little blurry. You don't, like, your breath is fine, your lungs are fine, you're just losing your sight a little bit.
Just a little blindness.
That's all for now. You're just a little blurry. So back to this fire. You're all in the bottom part of this cavern to the south side of it. And you have a trail of oil leading to a big pile of oil and paper in the middle of the room.
I am backing away.
Me too. Still holding my breath.
Mm-hmm.
We both look at each other.
Come on, buddy. Do it again. This time, light this oil ablaze. It's gonna be epic. Trust me.
Okay, well, only if you give me the hive.
All right. Here you go.
Okay, I will take some more blood honey and attempt to light this trail on fire with the burning hands again.
To save a spell slot, do you have flint and tinder?
Nope. Burning hands. Saving a spell slot. Using a spell slot.
The entire room ignites in a big whoosh, and it's all just everything's burning, and the flames come right at your face and make you quite warm. They don't do any damage to you, but just kind of flow over you. This warm air, like really hot air, just goes down the tunnel, all the tunnels, and just whooshes out. And the spores are gone, and all of the chrysalises are burning and do not look good.
Oh my goodness, it's so awesome. Look at it, Blender. Look at it. He smacks Blender on the back. Maybe a little bit too hard.
Have I killed anything? Just because I have a grim harvest. When I kill one or more creatures with the spell first level or higher, I can get some HP back, being a necromancer.
Yeah, I'd say some of the smaller chrysalises are already dead, and the ones that aren't dead will be dead soon.
I mean, it's only it only triggers once anyways. Doesn't matter how many creatures go down. Which it's also only 2 hit points, but better than nothing.
2 is something.
It's greater than 1.
It's not nothing.
Less than 3.
The smoke is rising up into the air. The ceiling, there must be a crack or something, because it is being like, the smoke's kind of being sucked up into the ceiling. You can't really see where it's going. It's just dark up there, but it's not coming out at you.
Let's go.
Let's get out of here.
I mean, not back the way we came. There's another passage up here.
Where's the treasure?
Yeah, Blender's right. There's another trail up here. Maybe maybe there's more treasure over this way. I don't know.
So I'm running down the hall and I hear just in the distance, there might be another treasure up here. And run back.
When you run back, you see all the spores are gone. And it's a bit smoky in here now, but not overpowering.
Yeah, it's safe to breathe in now. There's just a room full of smoke.
That's all.
I just like kind of feel like I need some alone time at some point soon here.
So you head eastward, and of course there are more forking paths. You can go north or you can continue east, whether you can go north where you can continue east or you can go north. So basically there's a tunnel headed east with 3 northern tunnels coming off of it.
North, north, or north?
Give me perception checks.
Biggest 17.
Same for Galore, 17.
11 for Chedbar.
5.
The 2 17s can just hear that fluttering sound of the bats that you heard from the guano cave to the east. So you know that's where that is.
Stay away from that place.
Yeah, let's go this way. Come on, follow me. I take the first path north.
Follow.
That one again splits. You can go northwest or northeast.
Northwest?
You come to a dead end.
You know, I'm not always the best leader, but I'm trying here. See, I figured the room that we had just destroyed was the last room that we had to solve, and now we just need to find our way out.
You figured that, did you?
I did.
As you head towards the northeast path, you find the royal chamber. This is a very large chamber and is littered with what appear to be round puffball fungi of varying sizes. On the far side is a bloated creature, humanoid and near elfin in cast, yet wholly repulsive and unwholesome. Looking like a bloated parody of an elf maiden, the queen's skin has not yet darkened, leaving her the brilliant white of an angel wing fungi. Her form swirls with biting flies and exudes small puffs of heavy fungal spores that drop to the ground. Her eyeless face and gaping maw add to the unearthly, monstrous aspect of this long-forgotten horror. The spores drifting from the creature add to the fetid atmosphere of the chamber. Stalagmites and stalactites merge here to form towering pillars that give the room the appearance of a gigantic maw, ready to devour the unwilling. 3 maltod warriors stand by, along with 2 more of the drones. The warriors look like unusually powerful specimens of elf, and yet with a smooth, eyeless face and a trail of flying vermin dribbling from their mouths, the warrior is a fearsome foe. Clad only in rudimentary loincloth, they are 6-foot-tall creatures with bizarrely long claws and swarms of biting flies surrounding them.
We attack!
Hey, you only live once! And I grab into my bag and I drink the potion.
We need to light this place up. Come on, let's do like the same thing we did with the last place. Look at all these spores.
You drank the potion?
Yeah. It's a one-shot.
Oh,
I'm not
boy.
saving it for anything.
Oh boy.
This is the last room. We're drinking it.
I didn't tell you what it is yet, right?
No. It's a lava. It's
Drink the lava
lava
lamp.
lamp time.
It's a lava lamp!
Gotta light this puppy up.
Tastes chemically.
It is a potion of fire breath.
Hey,
Snap,
that's
that's
the way to do it.
dope.
Yes.
After drinking this potion, you can use a bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet. The target must make a DC 13 dex save, taking 46 fire damage on a fail and half on a success. The effect ends after you exhale the fire 3 times or when 1 hour has passed. I will remind you this room is also filled with spores like the previous room was.
Let's light them up, buddy.
Let's roll for initiative, shall we? Because they definitely knew you were coming.
Oh, I suppose.
Just a little explosion to give it away.
Biggest got a 19.
17 for Galora.
18 for Chedbar.
13 for Blender.
Seeing you charge into the room, the warriors are going to defend their queen. 2 of them run up to Biggest and attack. 14, 18, 20, and a 6.
18 and 20 hit.
25 piercing damage as the
Okay, I'm
claws swipe across your body.
And I drank the potion. All right, I go down.
We all witnessed that.
And you get 3 things on a 3rd level character. You're not gonna last.
No, yeah. That's brutal.
Big, I only had 2 things on you. They get 2 attacks each.
That's even worse.
Oh, okay. Even worse, that's 4. Death save then.
Yeah, death save.
Let's do it here. 3.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Would they know about the health potion you have in your pack?
I don't think I ever mentioned it.
I do not.
I would say since you were traveling together, they probably would know.
Let's make it interesting. Let's roll. Anybody that rolls over what? 10
4,
would know about it.
5.
Give me a health potion roll, everybody.
I rolled 18, so I know he's got one in there.
Just in case you need it.
I rolled right on a 10.
Doesn't matter for Blender because he's high on blood honey, so he's going in for a melee attack no matter what.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
cannot do anything else.
Chedbar, you're high on blood honey as well.
Yep.
So
No
you
help from you guys.
are compelled to attack it. And it is your turn.
So I'm going to stomp up to the closest maltod warrior and make a swing with my Mars sword. An adjusted 20 to hit
20 hits.
for 7 slashing damage.
11, that's a good hit. Galora.
So this is a pretty narrow little area. Can I get through to fight up front, or do I have to like?
You're a halfling, right?
Yeah.
So you can nimble your way through. And you can move through friendlies anyway, you just can't end your turn.
Right.
So what's the size of these maltods? Are they like medium sized?
They are medium.
Oh.
As long as they're medium, I could move through them. Yeah. So yeah, seeing that the fight's happening, and we're in this tiny little, artery leading to this tunnel. Galora's gonna nimbly go through the legs of the Maltod warrior and friendlies, and then just kind of like flank him and be on the other side. And I'll try to hit the guy that's been hit already. Get him gone.
So you are now behind the two warriors and in front of a drone.
21 to hit,
21 hits him.
and 7 slashing to him.
Okay, good hit.
Do I see where the spores are in the tunnel where I'm at now? Like, would I need hold my breath?
Yeah, it is very spore heavy in here.
I'll take a breath and hold it as I'm moving. Spore heavy.
The sporage is way out of control. Blender.
Okay, I cannot get to these as I'm like rearing to swing at them, but with Chedbar in front of me, I can't get anywhere. So I'm gonna dash. It's 50 feet. I'm like running back down where we came, looking for another tunnel, and I'll just turn down the first one I see, and I can get right back up. I can get to the other warrior. So these kind of connecting winding tunnels, but that unfortunately was my action, so I can't do anything else.
Okay, yes, a bunch of these tunnels all connect towards the royal chamber. It is the drone's turn. Drone number 1 is going to take a swipe at Galora. He takes a swipe at you, and since you are just nimbly attacking the warrior, and you just showed up in front of his face, and he wasn't expecting you, he misses.
Exactly. I'm the perfect diversion. While Biggest is down.
Let's hope both warriors go after you and not me.
The queen, from the back of the room, does not like you invading her chamber. She is going to cast a spell. Her hands come up towards her face, and her mouth, just gaping maw, opens, and a sickening greenish energy lashes out at Galora, the only one she can see within range. Does an 18 hit you?
No.
So she lashes out, and she just the spells, the energy just ends short of where you are. She didn't have enough power behind it. The warriors will attack. One will attack Chedbar, and the other one will attack Galora, because Blender has just run up and hasn't done anything yet. Chedbar is 16 and a 9 hit.
Both miss.
Galora, how about a 21 and a 12?
21 hits.
It rakes its claws across you for 15 piercing damage.
Holy crap.
Damn.
It's swinging wildly.
Galora looks real bad.
Biggest.
Here we go. 17.
Nice.
Chedbar.
All right, Chedbar very much still raging and also a little bit pissed off that Biggest was about to light this place up, and now he's not doing it.
I would say that I'm just knocked out, and I have an hour, so if I do get revived, I can still fire. So
Unfortunately, Chedbar doesn't know about your healing potion because he's enraged.
just pick me up and squeeze me.
Yeah, but which end do you hold into the chamber, though, is the real question.
I'm way too
Fair
angry
point.
to be bandaging wounds right now. I just got
Enraged.
Stupid blood honey.
19. Does 19 hit?
Yes.
For 6 slashing damage to the same one I attacked last time.
Okay, it is not looking good.
There's so many of them left. This is so bad.
Left, we haven't even killed one.
I know. I think we're gonna die.
I mean, the drones go down pretty easy, at least. Surely the queen will just topple
There's
over.
3
once
warriors and a queen.
Surely.
Yeah.
Of course, yes. Uh-huh.
The warriors just take out 75% of our hit points with 1 hit, no big deal.
Chedbar's going to action surge to attack again
Okay, good idea.
for a 19 to hit
Yes.
and 8 slashing damage.
Okay, it is faltering.
Just die already.
And Chedbar's going to kind of like brace himself and shuffle a little bit to his left with his shield up to try and protect his fallen comrade. But he's not going to put bandages on him. He's going to keep fighting.
That's battlefield medicine right there. You'll be fine. Swing sword.
I will allow it if you want to take a free action to pull, like, kind of shove Biggest behind you.
Okay. I think it's also suited well to Chedbar. Chedbar is known for like fancy footwork. That's how he fights. He kind of surprises people, and my maneuver doesn't really apply, unfortunately, where you can bait and switch, but that is one move that he does frequently where he like grabs someone and swaps places with them so Chedbar can get into combat.
Galora, round 1 of holding your breath is done.
Yeah, Galora knows that Biggest has a health potion. I'm gonna swing at the maltod drone 1, but I will stop holding my breath to say, Biggest has a health potion. 11 to hit
11 hits, yeah.
for 5 slashing. Going to bonus action second wind. Ooh, I rolled a 9, so 12 more hit points of healing. I could use action surge, but I just don't want to waste it right now. I don't know, it feels like we're close to getting some of these guys dead. I'll just stay.
Blender.
Swing away. Crap. 9 to hit.
On the warrior, no, a 9 does not hit.
Alright, Blender's done.
Roll me a percentile.
40. Nope, 4. It's a little different. 4.
The staff cracks in half,
Oh no!
and the top half of it falls to the ground, leaving a jagged edge is now more of a dagger-sized staff.
I knew this was useless! I'll throw it on the ground.
Better to poke you with.
The drone is going to attack Galora
Gonna try.
with a 13. And his little arms are just going, and you're just holding your shield up to it, and it can't get to you.
This is so adrenaline producing. Oh no, I'm holding my breath again. Crap, never mind.
The queen will sit in the back of the room and produce more spores.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, fuel for the fire, baby.
Warrior 1 is attacking Chedbar. 18 and 12 to hit.
Not quite enough. That new shield that Chedbar has is just nimble as all get out.
I don't want to because I'm afraid what will happen, but Warrior 3 was attacked by Blender, so he's going to attack back.
Blender's going down for the count here.
11
Oh, that's a miss.
and 11!
Oh, wow!
And you're too small for it, and you're blending in with the rock, and it can't quite make out where you are.
That's why they call me Blender.
Biggest.
Okay, Razor's Edge got a 10, so that's a success.
Chedbar.
You just roll a 20, John? Jesus.
Biggest, I was having fun and you're always dragging me down. He's gonna fumble around in Biggest's.
I want you are still experiencing the effects of the blood honey, not to be a stickler.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
So
yeah.
give me a con save to see if you can shake out of it.
13.
You can shake out of it.
Okay, so I kind of like take a deep breath. In through the nose. Out through pursed lips. Settle my nerves a little bit. When you're in the ring, you've got to know when to rage and when to use your head. Keep your wits about you. He's going to take a step over, turn around to where Biggest is laying on the ground, and start rummaging through Biggest's pouches and bags looking for this health potion.
Roll me a percentile.
70.
You find it. 50 and lower, you're going to have to take another round.
And I am going to pull down on his lower lip and try and pour it in.
What kind of health potion did you have, Biggest?
I have an amazingly massive health potion of regular healing. That is 2d4 plus 2. I will roll that. 7.
Not too bad.
I'll take it.
1 hour has not passed, and you have not exhaled fire breath 3 times, so you still have that. You have a fire gurgling in your belly. Galora.
Too many chicken wings, am I right?
He does like that hot sauce.
How is nothing down yet?
Oh, I mean, Biggest was down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the last fight. I'm not going to give it to you.
Well, I don't know why. I don't know why is Kalora focusing on a drone when these warriors are tearing us to pieces.
I don't know. I'm gonna go for Warrior 2. Who was the most injured? 22 to hit
22 hits.
for 8 slashing.
He is just barely hanging on. He's just standing still.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna action surge then and hit him again. Oh no. 10.
No, he is swaying too much, and you misjudged.
What a
where he
waste
was-
of a freaking trait! Okay, sorry.
You missed. Is what I was getting at. Blender.
As a fighter, I have 2 things I can do and they're done now, so this is such a futile fight, it feels like.
I also got a 10 to attack Warrior 3.
Are you using your stick still? Your
No, that was with. Sorry, I discarded that. That was with my dagger.
you swipe with your dagger and you miss.
Does Blender not have any cantrips?
He's blood honeyed, buddy. He has to melee until the threats are done. He has got a melee.
Or 10 minutes.
I forgot it was melee. I was thinking it was just have to attack.
Nope. That's why it's especially bad for Blender.
Yeah.
The drone is going to attack Galora with a claw swipe of 10. He swipes out and gets his armor.
She knew what she was doing putting herself in the fray with an AC of 19, you know what I'm saying?
The queen is going to unleash this unearthly howl and just a scream. It just shivers your bones. The warrior, emboldened by his queen, is going to attack. So Warrior 2 is swiping at Chedbar.
Bring it on, buddy.
Feebly, because he's barely standing.
Well, you're not really my buddy, but you know what I mean.
Well, we got an 8 and a 16.
Both misses. Chedbar is too nimble, especially with this light shield that he's got now. He's extra on his toes, just dancing around.
The only thing that a warrior can get is just shield. That's all he sees. Warrior 3 is going after Blendar. Oh, crap. A 9 and a 22.
20 is going to do it. Don't roll anything higher than a 10.
6.
Woo!
6 points of slashing.
Hey,
Piercing.
all right. I'm at 6.
Biggest, you're standing. You're awake. You see Chedbar in front of you. In front of Chedbar is Warrior 2, and just along that, beyond that, you can just make out Galora. You don't see Blender anywhere.
Since I can pass as a gnome, can I go under the legs of this maltod?
That's a halfling trait.
Yeah, I'm just asking if she'll allow me to do it.
No, that's a halfling trait.
Okay, so since I can't in my attack in the same spot, I guess my point being is I can't go up where Chedbar is, so I can't attack anything that's within me with a melee attack based on the way the map's laid out.
Correct.
Want some blood, honey?
I'm going to dash down the hall and back up another corridor. So I'm in another entrance to the room.
So the third entrance to the room, so Chedbar's in the west passage, Blender's in the central passage, and Biggest is now in the east passage to the royal chamber.
So as a bonus action, I can do the fire breath, right?
You can use a bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you.
I think that's the queen, right?
Yes,
Take
the
her out.
queen is within 30 feet.
All right. I am exhaling. So let's see. Must make a DC 13 dexterity saving.
But remember, this room is filled with spores. Same as that other room. So once it ignites, it is not just the queen that is going to be taking fire damage.
All right, let's do it.
Bye-bye, little Galora.
Yeah. Just melt.
8 for the dex save for the queen.
46.
That's a lot.
16 points of fire damage.
So you exhale, the fire goes out of your mouth across the room, hits the queen, ignites all the spores. The queen takes, you said 16? The queen takes more damage than you thought she would. And not only that, but the Warrior 1, the Drone 2, and Warrior 3, and Galora will all have to make dex saves or take half that amount of damage.
Ooh, 21.
21, you take 8 points of damage.
Back to looking like crap.
Drone 1 and Drone 2 are both incinerated. Warrior 1, who is protecting his queen, is singed but still standing. Warrior 3 is barely standing. Chedbar, you have Warrior 2 in front of you, who's heavy on his feet.
Chedbar sort of tilts his head back and lets out a yell, beats his chest a couple times. He is just pissed that this warrior is not going down. Pulls out his Mars touch sword and swings again for a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Max damage. 10 points of slashing damage.
Oh, that is just enough. He falls, finally. Warrior 2 is done.
Dude had a lot of health.
Jeez.
And Chedbar is going to sprint forward about 5 to 10 feet, grab a hold of Galora, and use one of his superiority die to perform a combat maneuver, if Galora is willing.
What's the maneuver?
So this is the bait and switch. Hey, buddy, you're looking a little bit rough around the edges. Let Chedbar take some hits for you. So Chedbar is going to grab Galora and try and swap places with Galora, basically putting himself between Galora and the enemy that's been attacking her.
So are you willing, Galora?
I'm willing. I'm just confused as to, like, he's next to me, so switching, we're both still next to
He
each other.
pushed you down the tunnel, essentially.
Okay. As long as that's allowed, sure. But now the guy would have an opportunity attack, no?
No, it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay.
Galora, it is your turn now, though.
I have to rush. I have to nimbly go under so I can hit this guy.
No, I guess it doesn't help you out at all.
It doesn't really help me. Sorry about your die.
It looks cool.
Yeah. Chedbar runs up, grabs Galora, throws it behind her, and she's like, "You dumbass,"
It's my
and then
turn.
gets back up in front.
Yeah. Gets back up, sword, and she just, like, really pulls her sword back to do, like, a hack job on this thing. Oh, I rolled a 1, but reroll. Reroll for 11. That ends up being a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Nice.
Love that reroll.
Why do you have reroll?
I'm a halfling.
Oh, right, you're halfling.
9 slashing to Maltod. 3.
And that is enough to take it out. Maltod 3, Warrior 3 drops.
And Glora just looks at Chedbar like, let me fight.
Blender.
Raging!
Warrior in front of you is gone.
Charges into the center chamber at the last
You
warrior.
eating that honey was like the worst thing.
Very, very poor choice.
For
15
the
to hit
wizard. What a
15 hits, you hit
for
it!
6 piercing, as I just got my dagger with like
6 ain't bad.
the point. I maxed that damage, yeah, and I'm just like jabbing with my dagger as furiously as I can.
You use a dagger like you use a pen, like inking, like writing spells. Just kind of like you don't know how to.
So this one was a bit singed from the fire explosion. So he's looking bloody. He's not looking good with your little dagger stick. The drones are both ash. And the queen will exhale spores and start to fill the room with spores once again.
The fool.
The warrior 1, the only thing in front of it is Blender. So he will take 2 swipes at you.
Just kind of curl my fingers back at him. Let's go, you ugly thing.
Oh, and you are smaller and tinier than it expected, and it swipes, and one swipe goes over your head, and it swipes again, and you easily just step out of the way of its claws.
I'm invincible!
Biggest, you have your friend Blender right in front of you. The room is once again filling with spores.
Blow it, Biggest!
I will blow it. Need a dex, or, from you, dexterity saving throw.
Queen got an 18.
That does it.
The warrior got an 18. And Blender gets, from the spore explosion,
21.
roll your damage for half.
16 again.
So because there hasn't been as much time for the spores to build up, the fire breath does... Normally you would take half damage from this if you saved, but since there are spores, you're going to take 3/4 damage. So it would be 8, so 12 damage to everybody.
Alright, Blender is engulfed in flames and they whoosh away and he's just laying unconscious on the ground once they clear.
So that was my bonus action, so I will move up to the to the warrior, and then take my attacks. That's a 25 to hit. That's a crit.
It is
Nice.
reeling from this, once again being singed. It is unable to dodge your attack.
20 points of damage.
That is enough. The warrior number 1 falls to your blade.
That's it for me.
Chedbar, you see Blender went down in the flames. Biggest took out the warrior 1. The only thing left is the queen. And there are still some little fungi balls around that look kind of like maybe they're babies.
Funky babies.
Whoa. Consume them.
You gotta stop just putting everything in our mouths.
That's what he said.
This is what my mom taught me way back. You can't just put everything in your mouth.
All right, Chedbar is still raging. He is pissed. Just like adrenaline coursing through his...
Rage against the maltod.
Yep. He's going to go off on a tear, sprinting into this room, sidestepping around Galora, stomping on some of these little things you just described. And he's going to make... He's just going to leap off of his last step about 5 feet away from this maltod queen with sword in air, shield off to the side, and just come smashing down with a strike. 16 to hit
Yes, 16 hits.
for 8 slashing damage.
Okay, you cut her a good one. She's not looking good at all. Galora.
Okay, Galora is going to attempt to use her sword against the queen. And if she hits, she's going to use her unwavering mark so that the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls that don't target me, like to the other enemies. 16 to hit.
16 hits her.
11 slashing. She has unwavering mark. She has disadvantage against any attack roll that doesn't target me. If the target deals damage to anyone else, I can make a melee attack against it on my next turn as a bonus action with a +1 damage.
Blender. Death save.
Fail. It's 9.
It is the queen's turn, and she will attack Chedbar with disadvantage. She is going to screech and rush at him and close the small distance that was still remaining between them and claw at him. That is an 8 and a 13 to hit. She's very distraught over everything that's happened and is unable to get around your shield. Bigus.
I'm going to move right in front of the queen and breathe directly onto her. No spores being spread her last turn, so seems like things will just poke right in. So I need a dex save from my last.
Poke right in with fire.
That's right. Pokey pokey.
12.
Yes! Fail. Well, not quite as high. 13.
It's enough. She's gone. She bursts into flames and disintegrates to dust, and she is dead.
Then I lean over and stabilize Blender. 17. Medicine check.
And Blender is no longer dying.
Yay! And all the gold falls out from the ceiling.
We got the treasure!
Well, that wasn't so bad. I've had much worse Saturdays, to be honest.
It did feel like an adventure, which is what I wanted, but let's kill the babies.
I've got terrible indigestion.
I believe it. You shouldn't just put everything you find in your mouth.
That's what your mom told me.
Ooh, your mom joke, alright.
Just blew snot out of my nose. I'm gonna put that in my mouth.
Blender, you're not looking so hot there, buddy. That rage went straight to your head, I think.
I think he's just stabilized. I don't think
Yeah,
he's
I'm
conscious.
still-
Right, fudge.
Yeah.
I kick him to try and wake him up.
I don't have any health. Do you?
Dealing 6 points of damage.
Automatic fail.
We need to get him out of here.
I guess I'll be the strong one again. I've already pulled you up over a cliff. Now I'm dragging Blender on, slinging him over my back. Goodness gracious.
There's still stuff in this room. Is that what? I'm sorry, just to clarify.
What do you mean by stuff?
Babies or something.
Oh, the
you
little
said?
egg things. Nah, they're all incinerated. They're gone. They're all. It's gone. You can spend some time clearing up, make sure that everything is dead and obliterated and crushed if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then get out.
Chedbar is going to try and sort of like fireman carry Blender.
Oh, Glora doesn't have to try. If you want me to carry him, I can do it.
You know, I would think with how heavy your really awesome sword is, you don't have much strength to carry anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I assume you guys are just going to go straight out.
Yeah. We're gonna not go the way of the bat crap. We go around the other way and out. Taking care
Across the
to
Great River.
slowly cross the river.
Here, I think if we use Blender as a bit of like a raft.
A bridge.
And you make it to the entrance of the cave. The complete destruction of the maltod hive and honey wasps mean the area can breathe easily again, and that life will slowly begin to return to the blighted wood, which will become noticeable in the next several months as new greenery begins to form. The dryads of the wood are grateful, give each of you an acorn to identify yourselves as friends of the wood. The talisman grants advantage on any rolls involving social interaction with fey creatures.
Cool.
Yay!
That yay makes it sound less fun, okay, John?
Congratulations, you guys saved the world.
Phew.
You can't do the the fake yay. You can't do the yay.
I just did.
That was his enthusiastic yay.
I don't know. Biggest needs to get it together.
You're telling me it's been 4 years of fake gays from John when I thought they were legitimate?
That's right.
Glora's ready for some more. Let's go back.
Glora
See
wants
what
some
treasures
more.
in the Batcave. Yeah.
Would Blender have started to recover by this time?
You know, wake up in 1d4 hours.
Well, Chedbar is going to smack him a couple times to speed up that process. And he's going to pull this quarterstaff that we picked up earlier from I think it was the Dryad who gave it to us, right?
Yes.
The dying Dryad.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll give it to Blender, thinking that maybe he can replace the other staff that he broke in half with it.
Now you give it to him.
Oh.
Well, he wasn't interested in it earlier, but, now that he's broken his other staff, maybe he'll try this one.
You can make 10 good berries.
Ooh. Good berries are good. Is that one of the things the staff can do?
The staff can cast Entangle, Good Berry, Speak with Animals, and Thunder.
No.
Oh, nice.
Can anyone heal curses? This ring sucks. I was cursed with the Ring of Hearts. No. Basically, I become more and more uncomfortable around groups of people, starting at a maximum of 10, but the number of acceptable people reduces by 1 per month till the ring's owner cannot stand to be in any company of an intelligent being. And additionally, the wearer of the ring is at disadvantage for all charisma-based skill checks due to their obvious unease, and the ring may be removed with a casting of Remove Curse.
I'm offended that someone put a ring of Bill into this game.
You're at genuine unease when there's more than 10 people.
Well done, everybody.
Well done.
I can't believe Blender got out alive, honestly.
That was insane.
It was
I thought we were gonna
close.
die.
I thought that blood honey was going to do him in.
I was down to 3 HP
That's good
before my
stuff.
second wind.
The
Jeez.
blood honey's like perhaps
Yeah.
the worst thing for a wizard to be.
I know.
Yes.
I forgot that because obviously I want a melee attack, right? But
Yeah, it's
for
fine-ish
Blender,
for
that is
you.
not ideal.
Thanks, Emily.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good job, everyone.
That's it. End of the show. Thanks for listening. But before you go, I got a couple other things I want to tell you about. You can find the Incorrigible Party all over the interwebs. You can just go to incorrigibleparty.com and you can find all the links there. While you're there, check out the Patreon. There's some really cool stuff you could do with the Patreon, like give inspiration to Shaft. Or you can waste it and give it to one of those other mooks. Even worse, you could give it to Leland. Also, you can get access to mini campaigns and other cool stuff that we do. You're automatically entered into all contests. I mean, it's really a great deal. The Incorrigible Party is sponsored by Critical Hit Design. All ambient sounds and music provided by tabletopaudio.com. Intro and outro music is by Josh Jarvis, and you can email him at jamesmercymusic@gmail.com if you need any music stuff. Okay, that's it. Now you can go. Happy adventuring!
This has been a Sounds of Steel production.